This is Steph for Dates and Cakes, and this date, like this recipe, wasn't really supposed to happen. It was this guy and I that both were spending time in the Balkans, and anytime that he could go out, I had to leave. And then by the time I got back, he had to leave. So then his trip got pushed back. So he was like, okay, let's meet at 7:30, foreshadowing. And then it got pushed back again because he was getting a tattoo and I was hangry. So I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. Which is ironic because that's the definition of this, that's the translation of this pepper. And so I took time and took a snack and was like, okay, let's still meet. So we were supposed to get Peruvian food because on his profile, yes, I met him online, just like this recipe. And I'm kind of like making it up as I go as well. We're making like a cherry jelly that's spicy with some pepper that I'm not even sure what it is, because I bought it in cash and English was not a language at that market. But I was in the market for something zesty and new, so I was like, all right, why not? Let's do it. So we met at a shisha place, which I was confused because I was starving. So I was like, what are we doing? Not eating first. And so I guess that was a place for the communication and such to simmer a little bit, see how the date was going, before we got to the Peruvian place, which was complete with salsa dancing with dancers, like professional dancers, as soon as we walked in, and they put us at the table, like right in front of it. Like they were breathing on us. It was great. So I'm gonna let this simmer, and I'm gonna add our spicy pepper, and the jam will come later because we were jamming. The date doesn't get seedy yet, but our recipe definitely does. Since I didn't know what these things were, they are full of seeds. So we're just gonna stick with just a little bit of jalapeno that we could get out without seeds because they are still hard. What are we talking about? The seeds? Okay. So in this Peruvian restaurant, we found a couple things out about each other. So he is British, and he let it slip that, oh yeah, I can salsa dance, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, then let's go. Because the dancers had already taken their break, and the floor was waiting. And he was like, I knew you were going to say that. And I was like, that was bait. Well, for being an American and a British in the middle of the Balkans, we kind of tore up the dance floor. And from there, it ignited. So immediately he was like, let's come back to mine, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, sir, both of us travel for a living. Like, that is the stereotype, and I am not one of those. So hence this dip that is peculiar at best. We pinky promised that if I went back with him that we were not going to fuck, and I wasn't gonna get too spicy. And he promised, and I was like, you're gonna look like a damn fool with 9 fingers if you know, you break this. So we went back to his, he called it a flat, but it was a hotel. And the next day he was like, you want to get a coffee, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna like go back to mine. And then all the fireworks, all of the spice dissipated immediately. He kept mentioning that he was going to see me the next night because he was leaving the following day, and he was like, I want to see you again, this has been great, blah, 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 all the stuff, right? And so I made the joke. He was like, hey, are you still free to go out tonight? And I was like, oh, this is so awkward, but I made a date with some British guy that can salsa dance, that can really salsa dance. And he was like, oh, and he's handsome too. And I was like, oh, slow your roll there. For me, it was personality and the spontaneity and surprise of the dancing, because I did not expect that. And he just started being really cocky, and I made a joke. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm sure you want to hang out because you think you can get in your pants like I did yours, because I slept in shorts the night before. And he goes, oh, I'm more than capable. And needless to say, I was a little salty because I was like, I don't know who you're used to talking to, but it ain't me. And I guess you are trying to go for that stereotype of the lifestyle that is your travelingness, because he's gone for like 6 months at a time with duties. But yeah, so this is our concoction. See if it's any good, because he wasn't. And I guess on to the next. Until next time, for Dates and Cakes, this is Steph.